Hello, hello, my wonderful collective. Welcome to my channel. This is me, Slava. Good to see everybody. And welcome the guests of my channel as well. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, my wonderful collective, let's do another reading for you. And let's take a look what messages the spirit guides have for you today. Shall we? Let's begin. What your ancestors have to say in regards of your current situation today that you're facing. Will be the message from your ancestors. What message your ancestors have for you today? Okay, we have the devil. We have reunion. And we have ladro, the thief. Okay, so let's take a look. The first oracle card. The first oracle card is Vadevo. And of course, Vadevo means widower. A widower. Widow. Someone who's losing something. A thief. A thief losing something here, okay? I do see a reunion. The card of the reunion. And of course, ladro is the thief. So let's put it together. Let's see exactly what your spirit guides have to say. There's definitely some sort of thief here that is losing. Maybe that individual is a widower. Widow or the widower. Let's clarify this information. So what your spirit guides have to say about the thief? There's some sort of thief who stole from you. A thief. A liar, a deceitful person. Let's clarify this information. What your spirit guides have to say in regards of this ladro. Ladro the thief. Ladro the thief. Again, card of protection fall for you. Again, card of protection. See, you're protected against this battle. Against this battle. There's some sort of battle going on in your life. Someone's fighting you constantly. Non-stop, okay? The thieves are fighting with you. But I see rejection. These people are being rejected constantly. You, on another hand, protected. Your enemy, whoever that thief is, losing. This is end of something. I feel like it. Either end of this fight, end of this battle. Maybe someone constantly trying to fight with you to prevent some sort of reunion. I will clarify it. Clarify the card of reunion. Clarify the card of reunion. This is the card of fighting. Time. The card attachment. The card of water. The card chain. Someone chained somebody, I feel like it. Someone really tried in your past situation prevent some sort of reunion in your life. Maybe perhaps with somebody or some widower, whether it's a female or a male who is a widow or widower, did something, right? And I feel like this person was trying and still trying very hard to prevent your reunion with somebody. Because I feel like this person, whoever that widower or a widow is, I will clarify who this widow is here, or a widower. Definitely this is a person, this is an individual that have lost their spouse. In other words, a widow who at one point got involved, maybe involved in your relationship or your personal affair, and doing everything he or she can so you do not meet with somebody and find out the truth, okay? because I feel like it's particularly was targeted to separate you and somebody. But I do see there is a possibility of reunion, okay? Someone may come back to you. It doesn't have to be a romantic situation, right? The question here is the truth that being hidden. And that person who is the widow or the widower doing everything so you do not meet with somebody, because he or she knows that if you're going to reunite with somebody or simply have a simple human conversation with that person, you would find out about the theft, you would find out about the fraud, you would find out about all the manipulations that have been done against you. Someone know the truth here. And I feel like the person that knows the truth that would be beneficial to you, well, it's not really the matter of benefit, right? I do see that your truths are prevailing anyways. You are protected against any battles. No matter what anybody's doing here towards you, like I said, this is the card of protection. Both spiritual protection, legal protection, you protected here. But the question is here, who is preventing? Who is trying to change somebody? Change somebody so you do not meet that person. Because if you would, if you simply had a conversation with some person who knows the truth, you would have exposed all of these lies. I feel like someone did something here and constantly doing that because there's a still fight going on here in your life. Someone's doing everything. So let's clarify, who is that thief? First of all, who is that thief that is trying to prevent your reunion with somebody? I will take a look exactly whom. This is once again a general reading. This is a message from your ancestors. And your ancestor clearly showing me the situation where third party most likely got interfered in your life, in your personal relationship, throw a bunch of gossip about you and lie and set you up, took advantage of somebody by causing this fight, and now they're really scared that you will be reunited and know the truth. Because someone knows the truth about everything. Both of you, I feel like, know the truth. You and somebody else. But some thief keep you apart. And doing everything so you do not meet, that you do not talk to each other, right? So who is the thief, first of all? Who is that ladro? Show me the ladro. Who is that ladro? Who is that thief? Who is that thief? Page of Cup. Seven of Pentacles. Tower. Losing, right? Losing investments, losing opportunities. Stressing out about this destruction in their life. Like I said, they're worried, they're scared. Because everything falling apart. Right? When there is a big lie that was fabricated, and particularly against you, because I feel like there was a lie that was created directly in your name, and everything was done to separate you from the truth. But someone knows the truth. And I feel like this individual understands. That thief knows there's a possibility of reunion. They know that this is only a matter of time before everybody knows the truth about their theft and their involvement in your affair, in your personal life, and in your setup and entrapment. So show me. I do see that this thief is very scared. He's scared because, like I said, theft. Theft, they're worried about it. The thief, see, secretly worried about it. You see? Freaking out. Scared. The thief is scared. Scared. Scared because either you know the truth and everybody's starting to know the truth. That's the thing. The thief himself or herself did not show up yet. So please show me. Is that a female? Is that a male? Who is the thief? Who is scared here? Who is panicking? Who is afraid? Who is afraid here? Who? Who is afraid? Who is some lover situation? Maybe a woman. Let's clarify it here. Let's clarify it. Hiding, like I said, hiding. This person hiding, but it's to do with your love life. It's Two of Cups here. It's to do with your love life. Someone, like I said, interfered in your personal love life affairs and lied on you. And I feel like this person could have been the third party. The person himself or herself did not show up yet. But I feel there was such a big scam pulled in your name somehow to once again separate you. And the thieves, maybe it's a group of people, and they doing everything right now so you do not have that reunion with somebody. Okay? So you do not know the truth. The bats were to keep you into different direction, right? So you never came across again. So you never speak. And that's why I always say it's a very important to have a normal civil conversation, because it's very easy to turn one person against another. So if there's a matter of separation, at least have a conversation with that person. But didn't happen in your case. It was a very cutthroat competition here. Someone was competing you. I have a feeling that could be a male or a woman. Somebody here did not want you to be happy with somebody or to be together with somebody. So who are you? Who are you? The thief that is scared. Scared that all of their wrongdoing towards you are being exposed. Who is it? Nine of Wands. Individual that is broken inside and out. No love. No affection. Financial struggles. Romantic disappointments. Eight of Pentacles comes up. Knight of Pentacles. Some sort of strategic work was done here. Who are you? Who are you? Why are you hiding? Some sort of man. Man. See, man. A male. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, the thief. Maybe a widower. King of Pentacles. It's a male. Male here. A male that maybe initially partnered up with somebody that matter of career, matter of job. And I feel like whoever this King of Pentacles is, I'll take a look who he is, but he's fighting, cutthroat, right? Fighting because there was for a very long time some sort of strategic financial situation. It could be female, not necessarily it has to be a male, but most likely it's a male. Most likely maybe he's a widower, okay, or a loner, and maybe older a little bit, not very young. And I do see that this man had a strategy all along, and his strategy was to do with finances. Some sort of scam, work scam, related to career, related to business, maybe investments, maybe contracts, maybe law, maybe military, maybe some sort of policing, politics, right? Some sort of man here is a thief. He's freaking out. He's freaking out because I do see there's a Two of Cups here. He was partnered up with somebody here. There was somebody else that combined the forces together. So we already got first character. The thief here is a man. Okay, I put him aside. That had a job. Who is the other person? There's a relationship here. There's a romantic relationship with another woman or a man. Okay, I don't rule that out either. Who's the other person? Who's the other person? Communication, travel. Who is the other person here? Is there anybody else involved with him? Yeah, of course, Three of Pentacles. Detectives maybe. Cooperation, working together with somebody else. Justice card. Detective from the judicial system. Cop maybe. Maybe a cop or maybe works for the law. Right? Detective, Three of Pentacles. It's a man. Man that wanted maybe promotion, legal promotion, some sort of new beginnings for this man. Because there's a card of law. But remember, this man, he's a thief. Ladro. He's a criminal. He separated you with somebody, because otherwise I would not see the card of reunion here. There's someone was here that was important to you. Someone that knew the truth. Knew the truth about this comeback. Someone knew the truth, 100%. And I feel like this smart ass over here, this King of Pentacles, who wanted simply promotion, contracts, whatever, okay? He wanted money. That's what he wanted. He somehow put such a lie out or restrictions so you do not know the truth. Somebody knew the truth about what is going to happen to you. But it was prevented. He most likely is a widower. He could be a widower. Okay, could be a widower. Like an older man who is a widow. So he's scared. Okay, I will take a look why he's scared, but he's really, really scared. Of course he's scared. Because, it's kind of that situation where this person is a wolf in a sheep clothing. He could be posing to be a good Samaritan. He could be posing to be this great detective or a great policeman or a great politician or a great judge or a great lawyer, right? That professional responsibility, that professional code of conduct is kind of should have been present in this man, but it's not, because he's a thief, right? He's a thief. He's a thief and he's scared. He's scared because he involved so many people from a law enforcement department and legal department. He slandered your name. He slandered your reputation. He could have easily pulled some sort of fraud in your name. He has a lot to be worried about here. A lot. And he's losing. He's losing everything. He's losing everything, this man. But yet, he declared you a war. Till this day, he's fighting with you. He's trying to prove his point, right? What is he so afraid of? Let's take a look. Why is he so scared? Why is he so scared? If he's so innocent, as he proclaims himself to be, and by that I mean if he's innocent and he has never committed fraud or corruption or abuse of power or abuse of process, why is he so scared now? Why? Why is he so scared if he's innocent? So clearly he's not. He's a corrupt criminal. So why are you scared? It was a job fraud. It's a person who has money, who is successful, maybe a widower, like I said, widow meaning older fella, older man, not young, but really anybody could become a widower at any age. Why are you so scared right now? Why are you so scared? Military. He's scared of military. Oh, how funny. He's scared of military. He's scared of soldiers. Something here he did here. It was like, I feel like a joint partnership was, okay, let me explain to you. Federal police, as well as military, who is also federal, is a branch of a federal government. Of course, there's municipal government, there's a state government, like more of a, in your city, right? Municipal government. And there's a federal government. This psycho, thief, is from the federal branch, right? He, I see, at the course of his employment, clearly, as a ladro indicates, is a little thief who simply, once again, wanted money. He most likely cooperated and throw you under some sort of, what is it called in a legal process or a legal system? It's called alternative measures, okay? There's different types of programs that the federal government, state government imply, right? Like some sort of project or some sort of investigation or some sort of experiment in nature, right? This is all called alternative measures that often the federal government uses on people, So I feel like military here is involved. Maybe he's a corrupt military person. Military, right? And yeah, he's scared of military. It's like a two different branches, maybe three different branches, like federal police, city police, military, and a courthouse, like a courts, judicature department, right? Municipality, federal, judicature department. All got together. They all got together for this so-called incredible project, where clearly you were without your consent signed up for. Because this psychopath, as a thief, fabricated something because he needed his job. That's what he wanted. He didn't care. He needed his job. So he's afraid of military because most likely military is investigating this psychopath. And they have a big problem, right? They pretty much told him, listen, you screwed here. We know you committed fraud. Military has a lot more advanced technology for their military than federal cops. Let's face it. You don't compare military, who's pretty much protecting the whole nation, opposed to a lawyer or a cop. Like, it's hands down. There's no competition here. Military are the only one you should fear, for they have access to everything. They have technology that you cannot possibly even imagine what kind of technology military uses, which I'm not going to go into details of that. So yeah, he's scared of military. Good. He should be. He should be scared of military. Of course, he's a crook. He's a thief. He's scared of military. Why are you scared of military? Let's ask this question. Why are you so afraid of military? Because those are tough boys, right? I feel like a businessman, like, he has this like ways of how to swoop people, like a very charming, but he's a complete psychopath, narcissistic person, completely, right? He's like may have authority to the courts because I see judicial system involved. Court system. Court system itself abused you because of this man is a thief crook. And military, of course, like, okay, well, what's going on here? This doesn't make any sense, right? They're coming in here. They're coming to arrest him. You see soldier coming in here towards the house. They're coming for him. He knows it. He knows he messed up. There's hands down. There's no question about it. This person messed up. So on a positive note, you need to understand that military is out looking for you back. They know you're innocent here. They know that he's a corrupt criminal. They know that he's a thief. They know that he's a corrupt and that he abused his power and authority. And that's exactly what I said. Military coming to pick him up. Imprisonment. Restrictions, right? They're coming out. Soon there's going to be these handcuffs, right? He knows he's busted. He knows. Big time. Why else is he so afraid? Page of Swords. Contracts. Often message of contracts. Corrupt contract. Contract and Seven of Swords. He's a crook. It was some sort of deal for him. And this so-called professional, legal professional, or could be a chief, or could be, I don't know who else, whatever. It's a man that is connected to law and works for the government. Of course, he is bound to at most highest code of conduct. He knows that the truth is out. He knows he's busted for this fraudulent deals that he made. It was a matter of contract, and they're out to get him. And yeah, look at this again. 9 of Swords and 7 of Swords coming up again. He's freaking out. He's freaking out. Look, it's almost identical cards here came up twice. Look. 7 of Swords and 9 of Swords. He's scared. He's depressed. He can't sleep. He's in despair. He's literally traumatized, right? Because he committed the theft, deception. He was dishonest. He was dishonest in carrying out his official duty. And military knows it. That's why the card of military comes up. They know it. Every soldier know it. Everybody knows it. And they're not going to deal with this psychopath lightly because he's a thief. And soldiers don't like thieves, nor traitors, nor treasonous crooks. You get it? So on a positive note, you should be happy of that because military has your back. They're coming to get this thief. And he knows that. He knows. See? Military is coming to get that thief. Yeah, it was a matter of some sort of contracts. But there's other people involved, right? It's like this corrupt government. Corrupt government. Look at these crooks. Look at them. Look, all of them making money, making dollars upon victim suffering. They didn't care. They didn't care that you were not eligible for this alternative project or experiment. They didn't care. The only thing that psychopathic thief ever cared about that could be a widower is how he can keep his job and make the most money in it. He's a muppet. Manipulating, cunning, treasonous muppet. It was a joint effort here, but he's directly connected here. Maybe he has a final approval or the final say, but somehow he did something here. He pulled something so terrible that is honestly even unprecedented. It's outrageous. Outrageous because he's a fraudster. This is the card of the fraud. He's freaking out against his own fraud. He cannot sleep at night. He's scared. He's scared because if you were in a position of authority, you will be arrested with disgrace. And you will be held to the most higher standard of punishment because this is an aggravating factor. No person in position of authority should be let go because of their authority. But yeah, he's scared here. Very much so. Because there's fraud here. Like I said, some sort of fraud. So let's ask the question, what did he want it? Okay, maybe it's a good question. All of this fraud, all of this deception, all of this theft, for the sake of what? I do see Eight of Pentacles to do related to his job, his appointment, his profession, maybe his career. What exactly did you want it to gain? What did you want it to gain by committing this fraud? By abusing your power? What did this individual wanted to gain? Okay. Again, a bad card here. Again. Lanemika. Lanemika, enemy. Enemy. Backstabber. Your enemy. He's your enemy, right? Your number one enemy. Number one enemy. But what did you want it? What did you want it to get? And here he was, walking with everybody, right? Was the whole entire departments. Lying like a little thief. He's your enemy. That's who he is. Lanemika is enemy. Okay, enemy. Enemy that is now scared. Enemy that's going to prison. For this, like I said, irrational battle. What did you want it to gain? What did you want it to gain? Okay, the card stanza. Okay, the card stanza mean room. Room, okay, what else? Messenger. Allegraza el cuore. Well, he wanted joy. It bring him joy for some reason. Ridiculous. What did he want it to gain? He was happy. when you were unhappy for some reason. But doesn't give me the answer, what did you want it? Yeah, I understand that he's your number one enemy. Your suffering makes this enemy happy, right? Isn't that the definition why your enemy usually feels happy when you're hurt? Because he's your enemy. So it caused him joy. The messages that he received about your pain, about your suffering, made this person happy. This is joyful, right? He received the message that you are either hurt or you're not doing well, made him happy. Some very twisted person. But what did you want? What did you truly want? I know you have a lot to worry about. This person has a lot to be afraid of because he's about to be arrested. He's about to be arrested, right? Imprisonment. This is the card of imprisonment. The only one in tarot cards that represents imprisonment. And fall for him. So he knows he's going to jail. But what exactly made you happy, psychopath? What made you happy? What brought you joy to his heart? His pathetic, miserable heart. Also, the card of widower represents that he can bury and say goodbye to all of his wealth and his life, because he will have no life. He will have no freedom. He will have nothing, no money, no freedom, no life, because he will answer for this fraud that he pulled against you. That's the card of widower. Widower is when you're burying something forever. And he will bury a lot forever. His freedom for sure. His reputation for sure. His money for sure. Everything. So, enemy, that hurting innocent people brought you joy into your heart. Tell me, what did you really wanted? What brought you joy? What did you wanted from my collective? This whole battle. This whole fraud. Okay, this is the card of expenses. Oh yeah, he spent a lot of money to hurt you. He did. Right? Expenses, overspends money. Overspends money constantly. Paying out anybody and everybody that is willing to inflict pain on you. That's a twisted person. My question is, what did you wanted? Devil, demonic person, demonic, negative, inside and out, rotten. Rotten to the core, nothing normal, no civil, no morality. Sicko, sick man that overspends money to hurt you because he's a devil. Okay, devil, what did you want? I'll refer to you as you are. Delusional on top of that. It's a delusional devil. Crazy, like I said, in La La Land. I kind of feel like this person built himself these castles. Clearly has no reality check. Discontent from reality. I'm being unreal. This person truly believes, your enemy truly believes that if he overspends money, he will get what he wants. Come on. What did you wanted? Time, over time. Yes, of course, time. No actions. Feeling stuck. Yeah, only burdening himself. He only burdened himself. Like I said, he destroyed his life. Yeah, delusion about some sort of passion. Passion. Moon. Obsession. Getting boomerang. Getting boomerang. This man getting boomerang. This could be, like I said, any man. And yeah, distractions here as well. Could be any. For some of you, could be your crazy ex-boyfriend. Or ex-partner for some of you. That simply wanted revenge. For others, this is just a sick person, right? Sick person. I see he's getting boomerangs right now. It's no joke here. It's no joke, okay? For everything in life, you have to answer. And I do see that this enemy of yours will answer for every single thing. Every single thing. Okay, so let's analyze it further. What was this whole fraud about? What was this whole theft is about? What was this whole theft? I kind of feel like he was either trying to, yeah, crime of passion. Maybe he was trying like to prove something to you. He wanted to prove something. It's not normal person. Clarifying the theft. Yeah, feeling trapped, scared. Burial. Road. Caregiver. Devil. Devil. Somebody who pretended to care for you maybe at the beginning, right? This is the card of the liar. The card of the thief. Somebody who pretending to be caring or act as caring person or said you needed to be cared for, right? But not even the fact here. No. Because you're good. You don't needed this psychopathic help. Tell me more about this person. This enemy of yours. Yeah, he's stalking you. He's a stalker. He's following you. He's stalking you. He's trespassing on your property. Like I said, this whoever this psychopathic person is, it is completely nuts. Completely nuts. He just does not leave you alone. Because hurting you makes him happy. But see, everybody knows the truth now. Definitely military does. Everybody knows the truth. Look at this, the card of investigation. This person's under investigation. That's why, like I said, arrests are coming. And you know it. You might know that this enemy of yours is under investigation. Because you don't do so much harm and expect nobody knowing anything. Come on. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. Yeah, this person is in debt. This individual only burdened themselves in debt. They went to this individual went to in debt to targeting you and to go after you. You understand? There's a card of expenses came in earlier. This individual, your enemy, become completely broke by overspending money to target you so he or she feels at least somewhat happy. Because you're beautiful. You're a beautiful person. That's the thing. You're a beautiful person. And law and order will be served. It's some sort of political interference because I see cops knew that you were a victim of this psychopath. But as I mentioned, this was a political interference, some sort of political scam. Political interference, exactly what I see. The reason why police officer, cops never protected you from this whole thief and theft, because this psychopath could be a politician. Somewhere he's in politics. There was a political interference. And this psychopath only cared about his money. He only cared about some sort of contracts. He only cared about whatever he was caring about. But there was a matter of political interference, government interference. And that's why military involved. Cops here, nothing. They have no authority here, zero. This is not their jurisdiction. They have to stay within their jurisdiction. This is not a police jurisdiction here. They will have problem through the Supreme Court. They will answer why they didn't protect you. And looks like to me this is some sort of politician. Some sort of corrupt politician. Thus he has money, had money. See, police. Police, maybe corrupt cop. A corrupt cop that simply was too afraid to protect you. Or a corrupt cop that wanted promotion, that wanted benefits, that wanted some sort of contract. Who knows what he wanted? Something to do with money, definitely. Why would a person in a position of trust abuse their power? because it's some sort of self-benefit, right? Showing me cop, police. Police are going to jail. Some cop going to jail. Or somebody had a friends who were a cop. Some politician knew a friend who is a cop. In other words, these are all people, and this is so pathetic and it's so sad at the same time. Because I never get tired to express my personal feeling that people that are put in power for one simple task, and that is to protect innocent people, are turned out to be a cunning, corrupt thieves. That is disgusting. That is not okay. I don't care that you have friends with a cop and you're a politician and you wanted to push some corrupt policy. The matter of the fact that you taken an innocent life and you subject it to something that no human being should ever experience on the first place, that is unconstitutional, that is sick, inhumane, and degrading in nature, in other words, defined as torture. And yet you're such a sick bastard that you actually overspending money to hurt that victim, to suppress that victim's voice. Who are you? Who are you? You are rotten scumbag. And yes, all of these thieves are going to jail. And that is your military. Military. Let's give them hearts and likes, because they're doing a great job protecting you. They're the only one that's standing guard. Cops, fired, corrupt. Politicians, corrupt. Lawyers, corrupt. But military are here. Military, those soldiers that never are afraid to go into the battlefield and give up their life for you. And how many soldiers have actually lost a life for freedom? Freedom that piece of shit, like this corrupt son of a bitch, disrespected. Military. So let's give our soldiers hearts, because soldiers here is protecting your freedom. Not these scumbags, not these corrupt cops, not these politicians. They're scumbags. Scumbags. Do you think these scumbags would have went into the front line? Literally? A war zone? And willing to take a bullet for your freedom? Never. Never. But yet, they managed to pull something out of their ass. To abuse you. That's terrible. Terrible. Yeah, see, friendship connection. I know this one because I know a politician, and the politician know this person, and I know this person, and it's gonna be fine. Nobody will find out about this fraud. La La Land. This individual live in a La La Land. But I see he's scared and he has a lot to worry about. So are these corrupt cops, because they're going to jail. I don't care what kind of friends you know. I don't care who you know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Scumbags. Corrupt scumbags. Okay, well, let's find out about this number one scumbag here. What did you want, it scumbag? What did you want, it scumbag? Card of Strengths. Emperor. Power. Power, right? Power. Temperance. King of Cups. Water sign comes up. You know, it's a person that wanted power, but yet boneless. Right? But yet, I want my power. Give it to me. I want to hold my power. Yeah, sure. If needed, I'll commit fraud. If needed, I'll entrap evidence. If needed, I will write any expert opinion report and tell my soldiers sorry, not soldiers, my officers in the police department to write whatever I tell them to do. You understand? He wanted power. He wanted power. And by the temperance card, well, it's kind of like things were going for a long time. It's you know, it gives me this feeling of a man, of a person that got rooted in this corruption. So if you need to pull out a crook, you just got to pull it out with roots all together. It's someone who got accustomed to abuse of power. That's really what I see here. And in generally, even though he came up here as a King of Pentacles, meaning he has money, he enjoys money, but in generally he's all over the place. It's an individual that is so, how should I say, illogical, irrational, overly emotional, pathetic, revengeful, like all over the place, right? We have a King of Cups here who is really stuck in the middle of this ocean, of this river, waves, like a sea of life. And he's just all over the place. There's no structure here. He just gives out the idea of this power. But he has no power, okay? He has no power. This power was, he most likely been in this position for a long time. I can tell you by the card of Temperance. He's just a Muppet that maybe a politician appointed. Because he's psychopath, easy to manipulate, right? As long as he does what they tell him to do, nobody cares, everybody's happy. But I think it's too much theft, too much corruption here. It had to end sooner or later, right? It had to end. What else is his characteristic? Yeah, hoity-toity, beer, right? Drinker, drunk. Maybe that's also he comes up as a King of Cups, drowning in booze. Drinker, give me some beer. Hoity-toity. A drunk. If one cannot master their mind, or their emotions, or their behavior, how are you supposed to lead? Some sort of drunk. Hoity-toity, life of the party. Another one, bullshitter. Player. He just bullshits. Blah, 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 blah. Is he bullshits after he has like 10 drinks or what? He talks a lot. And everything that comes out of his mouth is pathetic. Pathetic. What he says and what he does doesn't match. He's nothing but all talk. Silver-tongued devil, big flirt, no action, and also a womanizer. A womanizer, player. So in other words, he knows how to talk, how to lie, how to convince. But see, it says it takes two. Maybe someone else. Like I said, there's somebody else here. He's just all talk, very unpredictable. Like a wire, you know? Live wire, unpredictable. Never know what he's gonna do exactly. That's exactly his personality, his characteristic. He's all over the place. Very disorganized. Enjoys alcohol. Talks a lot. Very weak person. Weak. And he had an affair with somebody. He had a brief affair with somebody. So now there is another character involved. Who did he had an affair with? Of course, it's his personality, right? It's his personality. He's a womanizer. He enjoys power. He thinks of himself as powerful. He has a lot to offer. Look at me. I'm so important. Blah, blah, blah. And he had an affair. So maybe this is why we've seen a card of the friend. Who's that friend? Who's that special friend? Huh? Did you had an affair with somebody? Is that somebody you had an affair with told you to do all this and target an innocent person? That is my collective. Whom did you had an affair with? Hmm? Hoity-toity. That's all he does. Hoity-toity, having affairs. And yet he dares. He dares to target you. And he dares to overspend money to target you. Whom did you had an affair with? Okay, first card comes up. 8 of Wands. Element fire. Quick. Something quick. Female comes up. Empress. Emperor. Both stuck. Who did you had an affair with? King of Cups, here he is. Come on again. Lovers card. Okay. Yeah, he planned it. Whoever did he had an affair with, help him plan this scam. He didn't, of course, he's too weak to pull this up himself. There's no way he could have pulled this all on by himself. No way. Again, we have two of Wands, we have King of Cups, and we have a Lovers card. See? Planning with a lover. Planning with a lover together. And they show me Empress, a woman that helped him. A woman. It was a joint effort here of this whole entire scam against you. Who is this lover of his that he had a brief affair? It didn't last. It was short lasting. The affair did not last. But I guess it was enough to manipulate him. Whoever that woman that he had an affair with did her part. It was enough. It was enough to manipulate this man, to make a decision and give order to target you. So I want to see who is this person that he had a brief affair with that manipulated him and going after you. Whom did he had an affair with? King of Pentacles. Oh, don't tell me it's another man. Hey, another man comes up. Another man comes up. Two men. I'm not going to come to the conclusion. I just only see what I see. Okay? Maybe initially there's two men. Two men. Again, duality. Both. King of Pentacles and a water sign. King of Pentacles and a water sign. I did not see a woman here. So it's a same-sex relationship could be a possibility. Is there a woman, man? Devil. Six of Pentacles. Death card. Who did you had an affair with? I will find it. Because I feel like they're hiding right now. They're too scared. Yeah, another man comes up. Oh no, woman comes up. Woman. Okay, man and a woman. In uniform. Meaning law, connected to law. Maybe another police officer, female. Maybe a lawyer as well. King of Swords, often a suit in tarot that describes or signifies an individual's whose profession connected to either law, policing, military, doctors sometimes, like surgeons. So yeah, another woman here. But I feel like he's wearing a uniform. He could be a cop. Either cop or some sort of military corrupt. And a woman doesn't have an armor. Meaning she's most likely a lawyer, maybe connected to law. Maybe she's like a political branch of something, like judicial branch or whatnot. But yeah, he had an affair with this woman. He had an affair with this woman. But it did not last. It was short. Short affair. Yeah, joint efforts together. Both of them. What can you tell me about this Queen of Swords? Yeah, she's just a gold digger. Two-faced gold digger. Oh, man. These people, this pair, these lovebirds, never clearly thought about it truly. I don't know. I have no idea whether these people were motivated by, but I can assure you that the woman here, her intention was money. She's like, money, I'm a gold digger, I'm a two-face. And she pretended, right? She's like maybe pretended to be either a good person, uh, a good Samaritan, or she was concerned. She wanted money. She's a gold digger. Gold digger that took advantage of you, so-called emperor. And then she discarded you because you were no longer to her use. Do you see who these people are? You see? A pair. This one is like hoity-doity-woity, right? Hoity-doity too. Had a brief affair with this woman. And she was a gold digger. And he was like, hoity-toity. Right? He didn't even know, maybe. Or maybe he did know. But she played him good. She played him good. She did. Because they were friends with benefits. Maybe they had an affair and then they become friends. And she's like, oh, well, good for me. I don't mind being his friend because I can play him whichever direction I want to play him, right? But once again, I'm not trying to justify him. I'm not. I'm looking out for you because you were a victim of fraud. You were a victim of theft. You could have been a victim of torture, abuse, you name it. And this was all by people, by these lovers who had this brief affair and their own personal benefit. You didn't got nothing from it. You are the injured party. You are the victim here. Because this clown was hoity-doity. And she was just a gold digger. That's all she wanted. What did you wanted, gold digger? What was it in it for you? Let me guess. Money. Of course. What else could it be? What was it in it for this gold digger that had this brief affair with this most likely cop? What was it in it for this woman? It was her initiation. It was her initiation, right? She acted really smart. She manipulated him to a T. I see manipulation coming from this woman, the gold digger. She knew how to manipulate him. She knew what to say. Of course, two-faced. She took the initiative. She manipulated him. But what did she want it personally? Luck. She wanted luck. What else you wanted? What else did you wanted? I have sun. Promotion. She wanted promotion. Money. Money. What is this gold digger ever wanted? What do you think a gold digger ever wants? Promotion. Sounds to me like could be somebody who's responsible for promotion would guarantee her that, right? She was only looking out for promotion. This is the card of promotion. Only for promotion. She didn't had no feelings to him. Zero. You understand? She was a gold digger. She is a gold digger. It was a brief affair for the purpose of promotion. Brief affair for the purpose of promotion. And yes, somehow they decided it would be a good idea to use you as a stepping stool, right? She wanted promotion. She didn't care. These people are so dumb. They will be arrested, both of them. All of them. So she pulled up a scheme. Manipulated him. Because the card of the, and they hook up in motel. There's some sort of life insurance potentially. Some sort of scam with life insurance. Maybe they planned it. I don't know, maybe if this is relevant or not, but something to do with life insurance. And they had an affair in a hotel rooms. Hotel. Inside. Jealousy. Jealous gold digger. Jealousy. She was jealous. Of course, it's her personality that she's generally very jealous. Very jealous woman. Very, very jealous. And very angry. She has too much anger. She's very abusive. She's very abusive, and she also has this tendency of going through these mood swings. Like one day she's happy and then she just get ballistic, like angry. She has attitude problems. Severe anger issue and severe attitude problems. Severely, okay? Out of jealousy. She's very jealous, and maybe initially this affair could have not lasted because of her jealousy. Because I see her big issue that she's jealous towards everybody. Because she's a gold digger. She has to be number one. She's a narcissist. Right? And the reason why this affair did not last is because of her jealousy. She wanted control. But she played her cards. Like I said, she played her cards. She gotten what she wanted. There was some sort of, like I said, promotion, money. And now, like I said, this pair trying to avoid the legal consequences. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. You did the crime, you do the time, right? This is how it works. Medical. Something medical. Maybe she's a doctor. I don't know. But there's a medical field involved. Maybe medical law. Something to do with medicine. I don't know what it is, but something to do with medicine. Medical. Forged medical something. Something medically could have been forged in your name. Yeah, they're watching. If you have social media, they're spying on you. Yeah, see? Psychopaths. Liars, psychopaths. They're spying on you. Keeping a lot of secrets. And the truth will shock you. You will be very shocked how sick these people are. And what they did to you. You will be shocked. But once again, do not worry. Do not worry. They all will be in prison. Everybody here is going to get accordingly to what was done to you and what they deserve. Accordingly. And the truth will shock you. You will be shocked. You will be shocked, the psychopathy. Like I said, it's a woman here, this jealous psychopath. The gold digger. It's a female with dark hair. I was just mentioning to her. A female with dark hair who abused the process. Who abused the process because of this affair. Female with dark hair. Now, dark hair is anything other than blonde. Could be burgundy, black, brownish hair, chestnut, anything other than light hair. It's a female with dark hair. And there was an abusive process. Abusive process. Happy family. Another information your spirit guides are saying that you will have a happy family. You will have new life very soon. You will have stability. Like I said, their arrest is on its way. There's nothing they can do to justify it. You will have happy family. You will have new life. You will have stability, and you will be brand new. Brand new. This is all for money. One pathetic woman with dark hair, black hair, who had this affair with this crook, who is a gold digger, who is jealous, who is angry, wanted money. That's really what was the root cause of this situation. And people gossip, and you have also secret admire. Somebody secretly admiring you. Your strength. Yeah, see. Revenge. They want revenge. That explains why they're broke. That explains why they overspend money. Because this woman with anger issues, and whoever this hoity-toity, let's call him hoity-toity because he's this the only thing he's good for is hoity-toity. I do see that they're seeking revenge because you exposed their corruption. They never thought you would know anything. They never thought you would expose their corruption. They never thought you would know the truth. But you do. And the moment you're starting to talk about it, maybe on your social media, maybe through text messages to your friends, that's it. Revenge begin. But they will go to prison for their stupid revenge. There's jail for that. See, corruption. They're crooks. It's a man and a woman that had an affair, short affair that couldn't last due to this gold-digging jealousy and controlling behavior and a narcissistic personality. Corruption. They're crooks. A police and politics. Are you kidding me? Yeah, but there is a deadline. Like I said, there is a time ticking. What does that mean, deadline? It means that the time for their arrest is coming. It's ticking. Nobody's going to let these people to get away with this corruption. It's already evidence that they were having an affair. Even though they call it friends. They're just friends. Really? Because I see it otherwise. I see that you had an affair in a motel, hotel rooms. Right? It couldn't last. I wonder why. It was sudden ending, short but sweet. So they pretty much broke up as friends. Of course. Of course they would. They should have not had an affair in the first place. So they're hiding this affair. See, secret. They don't want anybody to know about their affair. Nobody. Because if that affair between this man and a woman would become known, of course, this whole corruption would become known. But it is already known. It's already known. They did have an affair. They're trying to keep it a secret, though. They do. When did they have this affair? When did this affair started? Please, spirit guide showed me. Let's expose these friends with benefits corruption. When did their affair started? When did their affair started between this gold digger and this hoity-toity? When did their brief affair begun? In April. It's began in April. When did it ended? When did their affair ended? When did their brief affair ended? More or less the month. When did their affair ended? In August. From April to August. From April to August. 5 months. 5 months affair. Under 6 months. This is when it began in April and ended in August. And of course, it's all traceable. It's all traceable. Okay, advice for you. Advice for you dealing with this situation. Advice for you. What is advice for you? Sun in Capricorn. It says work diligently towards your goals, right? Sun in Capricorn. Meaning keep your eyes on a prize, in other words. Don't quit. Don't give up. There's a lot happening in your life. But once again, as long as you remain moral, dealing with these immoral people, you have to understand that these people have no ethics. No code of conduct, no morality, neither him nor her. Zero. Right? Zero. She could have been married, he could have been married, and they still had an affair. Right? So there's no morality here. No ethics. These people are demonically suppressed, oppressed. They're all about money. They're sick. So treat them as low lives, as immoral human beings. You, on another hand, the advice for you, Sun and Capricorn, is to use your intuition and once again remain positive. Not just remain positive in regards of your attitude. It's not what I'm saying. You have a right to be upset. After what you've been through, you have a full right to be upset. But in other words, be diligent. Be diligent. Do not lose that morality. Do not lose that common sense. Do not allow yourself to go to this bench of these enemies of yours, because you're not like them and they're not like you, right? So this is the card that reminds you once again to remain positive, moral. What else advice for you? And of course, harmony. Enjoy life with music, love, and romance. And I already told you that romance is coming to you. Last video I did post it about your soulmate coming in. So if you want to, you can check it out. Video from yesterday. Because I do see you have a secret admirer. You're a good person, right? You're a beautiful person. You're a person capable of love. And relevantly, you're going to receive it back. In other words, do not be bothered by these criminals. Military are coming to get these thieves. I see that. Okay? They will get what's coming. They knew what they did to you. They will answer for it. Okay. I'll draw one more card for you as advice. Look at this. Beautiful. A beautiful woman, beautiful person. It says young girl, young in heart, beautiful, innocent. The card of innocent. You have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to worry about because you're innocent. Why should you be worried? This corruption for these psychopaths will not gonna fly for the second time. It flied once. And now it's catching up to them. Just like anything, it's catching up, right? It's only a matter of time before truth prevails. Your advice, enjoy your life. Enjoy. Be happy, listen to music. Okay? Look towards your happiness, towards your future, because you have to look out for. This is the card of innocence. You are innocent. And there's nothing these psychopaths can do. There's no money these sick people can pay to criminals to stalk you, to trespass on you, whatever they're doing. They all will be going to prison. This man, hoity-toity, is freaking out. This woman, well, she's just straight up nuts. She's just angry. Angry. She has a lot of anger, but very two-faced. Narcissist, okay? Fake. Coney. Poser. So just don't worry about it. You will receive a document. This is the card of Letarto, right? You're a very educated person. You're very smart. You know the law. You know the law. You know your rights. What there can be done to you? Nothing. They're going to pull another fraudulent. Yeah, see? Look at this. Prison. The thief going to prison. Thank you. This is your ancestors are saying you. That thief are going, all of these thieves, criminals, crooks, assaulters, psychopaths, liars, deceivers, they go into prison. And every single thief, ladro, and prigione are going to prison. And there is a military going after them. Military will make sure of that. Because something they involve military somehow. Fools, like I said, fools. Don't even worry about it. Do not even worry a single bit. Enjoy your life, have fun, and be happy. Everything will be okay. Your innocence was already established. And so is the truth. Okay, my beautiful sweethearts, this was the reading for you. Once again, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Once again, thank you so much, Kimmy, for your lovely support of our channel. I appreciate you very much. And of course, I don't know where the other one, as well as Juanito32. Thank you so very much for thumbs up. I kindly appreciate you as well. And of course, all of you dearly. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And be safe, be kind, and I will see you next time. Love you guys. Bye-bye.